All right. We're going to do some questions
and answers.
Let's go. How do you find abandoned buildings to explore?
Look for them. They're everywhere. Just when you're driving out around, if you keep an eye open, you'll find some.
I mean, there's a bit more to it than that. If you got to use the internet as
for the
your main
larger
resource,
locations,
really, and it's not just typing into Google abandoned buildings in X. It's a bit tougher than that. You're gonna have to look at like real estate listings, and also even just randomly hopping onto Google Maps and combing through. You'll find some stuff that way.
You'll always notice that the grass looks a different color. Just zoom in that, and if it looks overgrown, likely it's abandoned. Just go check it out.
Look for water damage on the roof, stuff like that. Empty parking lots. All right. How old are you guys, and what inspired you to urban explore? I'm 20.
I'm 19, almost 20.
And what inspired us to urban explore?
Curiosity. What's inside of these places?
I mean, I've known about the hobby for like a really long time, like watching videos on it, and then eventually just decided to do it ourselves. Yeah. Pretty much simple as that.
And we wanted to make videos, and that's how it started.
All right, our favorite locations that we've explored.
The prison video.
That's tough.
Fun.
The prison?
The industrial phosphate plants are fun. I really liked the tuberculosis hospital because that was like one of our first
one of our earliest videos actually. We weren't even filming with the DSLRs, just the GoPros, and it was this abandoned tuberculosis sanitarium. You'll find that on our channel. And
probably have a card up now.
Yeah. Which side?
I think it's this way. If it's not, it's that way.
It's that way, up there.
I was right. There.
Check that card out. That's an awesome video. We have to like run from security. Not run from security, but we evade security very stealthily. And the place is really cool.
No longer there anymore.
No, it's been demolished. Have you ever been arrested? No.
No.
I mean, we accept that it's a possibility. And, you know, obviously with what we're doing, you have to understand, you have to be willing to take that risk if you're going to do something like this.
A lot of police are friendly if they do catch you and they realize you're not doing any damage.
So Brett Wolf asks, what's in our bags? And we do have a video of it on our channel called our gear video, but it's getting kind of outdated now. We've already changed up a lot. So we're actually going to be putting up a page on our website.
It'll be theproperpeople.com/gear.
Right, and they'll be able to see a breakdown of everything that we have. Okay, if one of you ever make it up to Colorado, want to come explore an abandoned Titan missile silo? Yes, that is one of our huge bucket list places. We really want to make it out there one day. Did you ever get caught by the cops? Yes. Watch our abandoned beach resort video.
They were really friendly though.
Yeah, they were young cops.
So realized we were just there for pictures. They thought it was pretty cool, so it's okay.
Question, do you guys love me? No. How do you find places to explore, and how do you go about it? I'd worry about getting caught by someone. That's too vague. I can't even answer how do you go about it. You
just do it. Now it's looking
I mean, be safe. Know what you're getting into before you just like run into a place. Do as much research on the place as you possibly can. You know, for safety reasons.
And if it's too risky for you, don't do it.
Yeah, if you have a bad feeling about it, it's probably for a reason. So
go by your gut.
Go by your gut.
Don't do it if you don't think you should.
Have you ever run into any squatters or really messed up people while exploring? The only squatter that we've run into was the guy you saw in our most recent, no, not our most recent anymore, but one of our most recent.
In our Halloween video.
Our Halloween video where we did the haunted hotel at night. The haunted hotel.
Spooky.
When did you first get into exploring? It was pretty recent, actually. Not more than a few years ago. Like, I've been into it, like following it online for longer than that, but as far as actually doing it, not
like,
until
it's gone to a whole nother level recently with these videos.
What is your number one fear when exploring? Definitely
other
cops.
people inside.
Oh. I'm not worried about other people, really.
There's
I'm way more worried about cops.
It depends on the location. If it's in a bad area, I'm obviously going to be more afraid of people inside.
Yeah, honestly, as far as running into like homeless people or people spray painting or whatever, I'm not really afraid of that.
There's some crazy people that go into abandoned places sometimes, though. There's stories on
Yeah, but for the most part, I mean, we're always, at least the both of us, sometimes we bring even more people, and I feel like as long as we're not alone,
we stay in a
nothing
group,
can
we'll be
really
fine.
happen to us. You guys have great content. Stay awesome. Thank you. What's the intro music called? That's actually a song that I made for... It wasn't for the intro. I actually made it a while ago, but then I kind of repurposed it as our intro. But I will put a link to go check the song out on SoundCloud right there.
We should
just start reading names out loud now. Okay, sorry if we didn't read your name earlier, but we're going to start reading out the names now.
The man in a red mask asks, had you ever had an argument or fight with other people exploring the same place? No. We ran into other people exploring, but they've all been friendly because we're just trying to do the same thing. Zombie Therapist asks, when do you plan on going to other states? Hopefully soon with a road trip, and we'll vlog along the way. That'll be awesome. Lots of content for you guys to watch.
Yeah, this winter we'll be doing a smaller trip, and then the following summer we should be going on a much larger trip too.
Pantleg7 asks, have you guys ever thought about getting a drone to do aerial views of the places you guys explore in video? Yes. We recently collabed with Backyard Scientist and had some aerial shots with him, and they were awesome, and we want to do more of that.
Yeah, it's actually our $500 Patreon goal.
So, help us out.
What types or genres?
Wait, you gotta read the name.
Oh, sorry. XX_Galaxion_XX asks, what type/genres of music are you guys into? We like a lot of indie electronic music, as you can tell from the music we use in our videos, but the actual range of music that we listen to is pretty wide, like pretty much anything, any genre.
If it's good music, I'll listen to it.
Good music is good music.
Mabo asks, what's the scariest moment you've had while exploring?
Oh shit, I gotta think about that one. Because there's been some scary moments. I'd have to look at a list of our videos.
Honestly,
and, see everything.
I was the most scared during the haunted hotel at night.
Really?
I think that was with the roar. That was pretty terrifying.
If we were alone, that would have been the scariest. But because we weren't, it wasn't as freaky. I felt much safer in a big group like that. For me, it would have to be probably getting caught at the beach resort. I don't remember it as much because the time between we actually knew someone was in there looking for us and the time we got caught was only 15 to 20 seconds.
We were heading out when they came in.
But for those 15 seconds when we heard people coming in after us, we weren't even sure they were cops. We were just like, oh shit. That's always a freaky feeling.
We were out back in the corner and I saw some flashes. I'm like, guys, there's people here. And they ended up being cops. And we were actually heading out when they came in, so the timing wasn't great. Zekrom asks, how come you guys never feel fear when going inside creepy abandoned buildings?
I don't know. It's more fun.
Yeah, I'm
It's
excited.
like the first time going on a roller coaster, you're scared.
It's pumped up, ready to
you're
go.
broken into it. It's just fun.
Yeah. Have you guys ever found valuable stuff and taken it? No. We never take stuff.
No, we found valuable stuff, but we've never touched it. We want to make sure that, well, first of all...
A lot of people ask why we don't share locations.
Cut me off.
You're welcome.
Bitch.
A lot of people ask why we don't share locations, and this is exactly why. People want to destroy and steal stuff, and it's not ours to take or break.
It's still stealing, even though it's technically an abandoned structure. Somebody still owns that building, and something might happen to it before they demolish it. The owner might come and salvage what they can. Ramiz Lalu, sorry if I butchered your name, from South Africa, asks, what do you look for in a location before you go out and explore? Do you guys just go to any abandoned place, or are there certain elements you look for? We can't really be too picky here in Florida because there's not a ton of abandoned places.
Everyone who says we're lucky where we live, we're really not. Just saying.
Chris Reyna asks, will you ever go out of Florida, going to another state? Yes, and soon, hopefully. It's just a matter of money. Alex Bjarki asks, what light do you have on your camera?
Should we cut and get it?
Go get it.
It's right on the floor. Oh, my room. Alright. What light do you have? This is the light we have.
That one.
It's just a newer CN216 because it has 216 LEDs in here. This is a tungsten filter on it, so it matches with warmer lights, but it's pretty damn bright. right.
And we'll put a link to this in the description.
It's also on our gear page.
Yeah, it'll be on our new gear page. Christian Wright asks, how old were you when you guys first met? Very young.
Like middle school?
No, elementary school,
Elementary
like
school.
5th grade.
It was crazy.
Yeah.
Like camp or something.
And how old were you when we started the channel? 18?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's only been around for a little over a year.
Yeah, like a year and a half. Question from Kevin Baker. If you could explore any abandoned facility, which would you pick? I really want to explore a power plant. I haven't gotten to do that yet, but I just feel like it'll be crazy seeing all of like the pipes and wires going everywhere. I love industrial places. What about you?
One of those like really old theaters with like all the artwork on the ceiling and the seats and everything. That would be awesome. Also, old churches that are abandoned look really cool in pictures.
Yeah, like a cathedral style. Trav Crabble says he's excited for 360-degree urbex. It's coming soon, guys. The Wedge G, W-E-J-G, asks, have you ever considered exploring drains or tunnels instead of buildings? Yeah, it sounds cool, but in Florida, there's really nothing subterranean to explore. We just don't have that here.
Just like sewer tunnels and stuff.
The water table's too high. Los Gamer 243 asks us, what was the most scariest place you went to and why? I know what that was for me. Definitely the missile control base in the middle of the night, out in the middle of a forest.
I completely forgot about that
video. We
video.
were so far away from civilization.
When the other person asked, what was the scariest?
We talked about it now, so
yeah.
Great.
There you go. That's like that's it.
And there's one part in that video where like some shit from the ceiling falls down right behind us, and I don't know. I was like seriously startled when that happened.
We had to push ourselves to stay there. I wanted out.
Okay, Break Free Gamer asks, what made you such a successful YouTube channel so fast? Okay.
I don't know.
I don't know. What do we do right?
We make good content and people like that.
When we edit our videos, we look at every little segment of it and say, do other people really want to watch this? Like, if I was some random person who came across our channel, would I want to watch this clip? And if I say no, I trim it out. We just get rid of all the fat and keep in all of the good stuff. But of course, you need to keep in a little bit of like not fat, so it kind of, if it helps the atmosphere of the video.
And as for quality, we go through everything, make sure everything's color corrected, audio's leveled, that way we don't have anything too loud, so it's professional. We try to be professional.
We try to be consistent in uploads too. If you like upload in 2 weeks, you upload like 2 videos, but then after that, you just wait like 3 months before uploading your next one. Then the way YouTube kind of like helps your channel grow, you need to be consistent for their algorithms to sort of pick you up and distribute you.
Pink Teardrops asks, have you ever had a run-in with homeless people who are naked or having sex?
That'd be pretty good for a video if that happened. Let's run into some naked homeless people. Jacob Capitine asks, are you guys ever going to visit abandoned places abroad? We really hope so. Really hope so.
It's one of our Patreon goals too. Not for a while.
Max X asks, do you ever plan on making a trip to Germany? Yes, if we ever are going abroad for an Urbex trip, Germany would definitely be one of the countries that we hit up. Chinese Food Rocks asks, how do you guys find out about the places you explore? Internet. Matthias Christiansen asks, why are you almost never exploring at night?
Because it's scary.
Not just that, but
and
also
the lights.
Lighting the video becomes difficult for certain places because we use flashlights there. It will make us super obvious and someone might call the cops on us. But that's why we picked up the night vision camera now, so you'll probably be seeing some more night explorations on our channel. William.easy asks, do you wear asbestos masks? When the place calls for it, we usually have them on us, and we do our research to find out if a place was already abated for asbestos, which is actually pretty common with abandoned buildings. Sometimes they remove the asbestos before just leaving it to sit there.
Usually if the place has ventilation, it's not really necessary.
Yeah, asbestos is way more dangerous when it's disturbed and in the air. So as long as you're not smashing things and kicking stuff up into the air, you should be okay. Abandoned FL says, finally, you can answer all of the YouTube comments asking if you're a couple or not.
Well, are we?
Are we, Ryan? Are we?
Yeah.
No, we are not
Or are
a
we?
couple. No. We're straight. Yeah, I feel like we do like
There's
a reverse coming out of the closet because everyone else
a surprising
already thinks
amount of
we're gay. We're like, nope, sorry guys, we're straight.
Sorry to disappoint you.
What's the most trouble you guys have been in for going to these places? Thankfully, we haven't really gotten in trouble yet. I think it's because we know when not to do a place, like when we know it's going to be too dangerous, or like going in there is like something that's going to be pretty serious if we get caught.
We've been asked to leave before, but that's about it.
Yeah, we usually try and only do places that are like wide open, this so we can't be accused of like breaking in or something like that. Pet Xer asks, have you ever found anything really old and cool while exploring you've kept for yourself? Absolutely not. If we find something cool, we want to make sure that stays there so other urban explorers after us can come in and see that too. And also, the item still has a rightful owner just because the building it's in is derelict. It's not ours to take. You know, we're in the business of creation, not destruction. We go in there to produce these videos you see and create. We're not there to like destroy a place by taking stuff out of it and smashing stuff. That's not what we do.
And if we find something really cool and we want to have a memory of that, we take a picture,
Yes.
not the actual thing.
Okay, here's a good one. Gabby Angelina asks, how did you come up with your name, Proper People? We wanted to start a YouTube channel for the longest time, but literally the only thing holding us back was coming up with a name. And we spent like literally months, right? At least a month. Just like trying to think of a name. Like, oh, a good name will just hit us eventually. And we couldn't really think of anything. So eventually it was like, we sat down, like, we had to think of a name right now. And I think the idea for our name stemmed from the YouTube channel Regular Car Reviews. We were like, regular cars, regular people, proper people? I guess it works. And then that's how we ended up with this username.
Yeah, we want to have like an adjective and then like a verb noun.
Yeah, the name isn't really important. It's what the name comes to mean. Mm-hmm. So I feel like we've grown into the name pretty well. Josh Wood asks, why do you love exploring so much? It's kind of like an escape from reality going into these places, being all alone. You just forget everything on the outside world pretty much in your own altered reality. Not
many people have seen where you are when you're exploring, so it's like a unique view. No one really sees it. It's been untouched for a while for most cases.
Yeah, and there's something really satisfying just about
it's the excitement.
Yeah, and about satisfying your curiosity too, just finding out what's around the next corner, what's inside this building, you know. Caitlin D523 asks, what place do you guys think would be the holy grail of Urbex, whether you visited it or not? For me, that would probably be it's just something in the Soviet Union. Like, there's so much cool stuff left over from the communist era there.
Western Europe has a lot of cool stuff.
Also, Nara Dreamland in Japan. That's definitely like the top of my bucket list.
Jake Gerbil asks, have you ever came across other explorers, even ghosts, while exploring a location?
Yeah, we have actually. Only once.
Other explorers, once, that
right?
is, not ghosts.
Yeah, it was back when we were exploring.
A few times on School 4 we also did.
Oh, right. But it was back when we were exploring the Glass Bank in Cocoa Beach, which is now demolished. RIP.
In pieces.
RIP in pieces. Yeah, we were up around the top floor of the building, and we were shining our flashlights around and talking, whatever. And then all of a sudden, we go through a doorway, and we just see like these two people, like a couple, cowering in the corner, like trying to hide from us. And we were just like, oh shit. And we scared them way worse than they scared us, I think, because they thought we were cops looking for them or something. But yeah, that's how that went.
That's pretty funny.
Yeah.
Terry Ortiz asks, what was the strangest thing you've encountered during your explorations? Strangest thing.
I think when we were exploring the tuberculosis sanitarium, There was no electricity
Oh.
anywhere in the entire building, as far as we can tell. Like, we even went into the power room and there was no buzzing or humming or anything. And then we're up on about the 3rd floor, and this one room has the air conditioner on, like, blowing. It wasn't a draft. It was literally like we could hear it running. It was blowing cold air. That was really weird. I hear something running. Holy shit. Something is running in here. What the fuck? This is on. Also, talk about the chairs in the haunted high school.
That's what I was thinking too, but is that really strange?
It's pretty strange.
Guess some squatters or homeless people or someone just in there to do whatever set up these chairs around the whole facility, connected by these wires with these like resistors on these circle things that were by like your head. I don't know, talking through walls.
The chairs were facing the wall
on opposite sides.
If we went to the other side of the wall, and the other chair was facing that wall too, and the wire was connected through the whole building all around to those chairs.
A bunch of chairs. AJ asks, what and how much planning do you guys do before going to a location?
Yeah, when we're actually going there to explore it, we plan the whole thing out, like exactly what time we're going to get there.
Where we're going to park.
Weekday versus weekend makes a huge difference too, because like neighboring businesses could have people there or whatnot. We know exactly where we're going to park, how we're going to get to the place. Sometimes we don't know how we're going to get in exactly. We have to like look around and see if there's a way in or not, and if there's not, sometimes we got to call it. But yeah, we do lots of planning.
Two first names. David Kevin asks, how far would you guys travel to explore abandoned places? All right. Honestly, if we have enough money and time, we'll travel as far as we want.
Exactly.
It's about the trip.
As far as we can afford.
It's about the trip, not the destination. So we're gonna like plan a route and follow that and explore as many places on that route as possible.
Oh, we can talk about the little kids now.
Oh, yeah, you want to do that?
Okay. So we get a lot of young kids messaging us, maybe like anywhere from 8 to 12, 14 years old. And they're always asking us, like saying, oh, we're an inspiration to them. And they want tips for how to urban explore or whatever. And the only thing we can say to those people is really like, if you're that young, you should not be doing this, guys. Like, we'd hate to hear in the news or something that some little kid died in an abandoned building, and then like you hear in the news, oh, his mother says he always watched the proper people on YouTube and he wanted to replicate them. Like, please, if you're that young, do not be doing this. You're not old enough to truly understand the dangers of what you're doing and like what the possible repercussions could be.
Mm-hmm. That's about it.
Yeah.
So that about wraps it up for our Q&A. We answered a bunch of questions on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and of course, YouTube comments.
Thanks for watching, guys.